let's. Hopefully. Whoa. Why is Mike a little delayed? Huh. Be okay. Good. Be working? Rare card, artifact. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with an artifact. Ugh. Oh, son of a gun. I'll have to do damage. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We look like we're doing okay. Let's see. It's gonna hurt no matter what. This is gonna have to hurt. Not worried about a switch. Not worried about that -1. Victory! We're gonna take that case. Give me I gotta go get my dogs. Okay, we're back. We are. Health, we're good. Stance, fog. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take a temp heal. Perfect. If we're gonna lose one. Son of a gun. Have enough to play it. Oh, looks like we gotta take 1 damage. It's a shame. Not our problem anymore. Yeah, might as well. Fog. Dance. Dance. Through the fog we go. Nothing we can do about that. Other than chunk him down a little bit and take 1 damage. Go up front, attack you, do a little damage. We leave that, we'll match. Good. Good, good, good. Ooh. Yeah, I guess. Bunch of drunkards. Slightly less health loss. Slightly. Slightly less. Let's see, you're gonna take 16. Yeah, let's make sure you go, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, thank you. That's also a healing card. Hey!
Feel what, Mr. Lee?
The way the shit clings to the air, Andy?
Shit clings to the air.
It's already started, my dear good friend.
What started, Mr. Lee?
Ahoy!
The shit blizzard.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Oh. I have to do one run. And you said it was in Davy Jones' locker, right? To get to the other the clicker game, which means I'm going to have to intentionally lose one, but I want to get through this run. And the only way to get there is to die, and I'm not thinking I want to do that. At least this run, I feel like I've got a decent bit going. Plus, I'm working on these two to max out. From your ship on the surface. Oh, okay. I am working on maxing out the blue and green candle. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want him to die, at least. Oh, perfect. In a way, perfect. If I didn't just kill him. Knock out the little chump. I absolutely love the character design, especially the enemy designs, and I still can't get over the first time I came across the mermaid. Ooh, that's super tempting. But a primary and a switch. I'm kind of tempted to go for the 30 card achievement. And I got 2 cannoneers, so this will be interesting. Oh, I got enough to do that. Okay. These guys start packing a wall up if you don't get them worked out. Wait a tick. We don't need to weaken you just yet. We can do 4 primary. I'm wondering if it is fully possible. I think go for the longest voyage. Always go for max wave fights. And always choose card reward and count. Well, there's only one way to find out. I know I've skipped rewards and I've done like 26 card decks, 26, 27. Let's see. Everyone loses a -1. So we'll give you that to stay alive, that to stay alive, and weaken you, plus that'll heal me up a little bit, bolster him up. It's a trick to get a 30-card deck and win the boss. But yes, because then the draw can really hurt you with a 30-card deck. Just the same way I'd think a 10-card deck. Unless you have like a 10-card deck perfectly stacked, where you're constantly drawing what you know you need, you could get yourself in a bad situation really quick. Are at 16 cards, which is a lot. Okay, let's exhaust that for some health. Exhaust that. This way it won't matter. Okay. I've been getting better about watching that curse card come across. And I still miss it. I'll even constantly tell myself, pay attention to it. Ooh. We knock you out somehow. 7. Ooh. Phew. Saving grace. Able to get just enough. Weaken you up. We'll throw a little block my way. I know the final game is going to be a ways away. Free heal, but I cannot wait for it. Hey, we got the green candle, like 2028. Well, there are 2 games I currently have on my 2028 list. Because the other game I waiting for. And it's kind of I guess it's more so to be announced. I'm trying a new plugin to multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube, so things are a little different layout, and I haven't got everything up. Problem. Yes. So this game is also scheduled for like 2028. It's Seeds of Nostalgia. It is basically banking on the nostalgia of like Final Fantasy 1 era games. So this is another one on my absolutely must get list. Or when it comes, that's a day one, unless I am an absolute broke joke, can't afford. It is a day one. I'll even go as far as something I never do. I would pre-purchase Davy Jones. Ooh, yes. Yeah, because I'm already doing okay on health. Yeah, so we've got blue candle, green candle, ring of return, antidote. I don't know if I'm going to need it this run, but I'm sorry. But when antidote comes up, I am grabbing it. I have learned my lesson with poison, and when antidote is involved, it will be grabbed. The swine has taught me a fantastic lesson about poison. I think no matter what, I'm going to get everything and then some worth out of it. This is a game that I see myself easily putting at least 100 to 200 hours in. I mean, Monster Train, let's take a look. Take a look. Because I played Slay the Spire first. That was like my intro into like a roguelike deck builder, was Slay the Spire. And I think a lot of people, maybe Inscription nowadays, but at the time, I feel like Slay the Spire was probably top of what anyone would find for like a roguelike deck builder. And I put some good hours into it, and I like it. And then I came across Monster Train, and I put, so far, into the first one, 234 hours into Monster Train 1. And that was, I can't remember at how many hours, I think 110 hours of gameplay is when I managed to beat Covenant rank 25. So basically the hardest difficulty, prestiges, kind of like how Slay the Spire has it for each character. I did at about 110 hours is when I beat Covenant 25 on Monster Train. And that's where I had thrown around the idea that I would really enjoy if this game had a randomized setup, because on Monster Train what I did a lot of the times is you have a main deck and you have a support deck, and so your main character that you're playing is off your main deck and cards are supplemented in from the support deck. And they had an option to just random both of the decks. You could randomly pick. So I would just random, and that's probably why it took 110 hours to beat Covenant 25, because a lot of people would find a build they like and steer straight for that to just kind of steamroll. And while I did that a couple times and it's fun, I found a lot of enjoyment out of just randomizing everything and playing with what's dealt to me. Yeah, so the random weapon and artifact would be really, and that's why I brought it up, because it adds. I don't know programming, so I don't know how hard that is to implement on your end, but that just adds another level and layer of playability in my mind, because if I can go in random, it's not, okay, I've got a mindset of I'm going to try and get these specific cards and make this specific build. I'm going to go with 100% random and go, okay, well, my artifacts are doing this for me. My deck's doing this for me. And let's see what I get along the way and see if I can't make a winning run out of no planning. And that's where I find a lot of the fun and joy out of these games. Just one of a million to put on the list. I can imagine your list of stuff to do is about like projects around my house. If I had 40 more of me, I could do some serious chunking down. But like when I mow my property, just to mow the property, that's all I do that day, is I mow. Like if I'm going to set say a Saturday aside, I get up, I get on the riding mower, I go mow in a couple areas, I go mow the backyard, I go park the riding mower, I get on the tractor, I hook up the bush hog, and I go and I take off and I go. And then when I'm done with all that, I'll pull out the weed eater and get stuff close to the outbuildings by the house. And I'll get that, and I'll get the push mower, and I'll go get the dog pen, and I'll go get the other little stuff that only the push mower gets into. And it's a full day of just mowing. And that's when stuff like my truck's broke down, and I'm waiting on one more part so I can put it back together. My new doghouse needs some work done to it. I need to finish it out. I've got the pen done and most of the doghouse done, but I need to build an awning for it. This weekend, I'm getting hog feed, so I need to move one sow and wean piglets. I've got to unload the hog feed. I've got to muck out the pens. I need to do brakes on my car. If you want to see some piggies, there you go. Piggies. Would you like to name a pig? Would you like to name a piggy? So I'm really good at naming. This here, the mom, her name is Little Mama. Her mom's name is Mama, and then her daughter is Gidget. And then I've got another one that I've kept. Her name's Lucy. She is the daughter of Mama, so which would make her younger sister. I literally have all generational out of one sow. I have Mama, her daughter, Little Mama. I have her other daughter, Lucy, who is the youngest. And I have Little Mama's daughter, which is Gidget. That was a name we might have picked for... Oh. I do like the name Lucy. I do kind of chuckle at... got a wee man on the way. Oh, well, congratulations. Congratulations. I always get a chuckle out of your Be Right Back screen when your daughter does her singing into the microphone and the games you made for her to play. Only a month to go. Oh, so really close. Congratulations. Hopefully a healthy and safe birth and everything goes right. Have you got a name picked out yet, or are you guys still on a fence about one, or? Okay. We're gonna have to go to the artifact. See, my name, I always get a laugh out of how my name, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of people, thank you. A lot of people, you know, they'll go, oh, you know, it was my grandmother's name, my grandfather's name, or, you know, dad, or, you know, some kind of neat backstory behind a name. Mine, I guess it's a neat backstory. So my brother, my mom, and my dad all picked 3 first names and 3 middle names. And they started by all 3 had put 3 names, the first names, all into one hat. So there was 9 names to pick from. They shook it up, picked 3 names out of the hat, and then they picked what they liked out of those 3 names to get the first name. And then they did the same with my middle name. My brother, my mom, and my dad all picked 3 names that they wanted for a middle name. They put them in a hat. They shook up the hat. They picked out 3 names. They picked the one they all liked the best out of 3. And that is how I got my first and my middle name. So it was literally a luck of the draw. My name was literally luck of the draw. Funny enough, all 3 of my names, my first, middle, and last name, maybe that is why I like RNG games. That maybe I could spin that into a really cool... If I could edit videos, maybe I could do something really funny with that. Since my name was literally my name was literally chosen by RNG. I don't know about my middle name, but I do know my first name was one of the names, and I think the one my dad wanted the most, and that's the one that I ended up getting. But my first, middle, and last name are all first names. So when I go somewhere and I have to fill out something, or they're asking for information, and they'll go, you know, can I get your last name? And I'll tell them my last name, and they go, no, we need your last name. And oh, you're right, I forgot. After 35 years, I've forgotten. Or I get called, like someone will be reading my name off a piece of paper, and they'll read my last name like it's my first, and then and then I'll correct them. You know, that's my last name. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it so often, I don't even think about it anymore. And plus, what a silly thing to be upset about. I've got much more pressing matters and problematic things that have happened. Saying my last name as my first name is probably the least on the list. Oh, your protector's not there anymore. What will you ever do? Everything has so much, I don't even know the right word is. Character is the word I want to say, but character is, to describe the character, is kind of a non sequitur. Everything has so much. What is the word I'm thinking of? It does work, but when I say this character has such character, it really kind of nulls out the what I'm going for. Yes, personality. Thank you. I mean, just the things like the drunkard, or him being the pompous. I don't know if it carries over into Kiwi, but a chav. I honestly would, if he was a spoken character with modern slang to the time frame we're with, I would call him a chav. And the best description I've ever heard of a chav is there was a guy that used to work at the 7-Eleven that I'd stop by all the time on my way to go fishing. And I worked nights at the time, so I would stop in and I would talk with him until it was getting close to daybreak, and then I'd leave to go be there first thing in the morning. And I'd talk with him and I'd asked him, you know, different sorts of questions. The guy was from Ireland. And so I'd ask him, you know, about Irish life and things he did and, you know, stuff like that. And then he was really cool and down to earth, and I could ask him, like, very stereotypical questions. Like, for example, would two Irish guys go out into a parking lot, get into a fight, and walk back in and buy each other a shot, or one buy the other a shot? And he goes, absolutely, 100% it happens. Because you have your issue with you guys have your issue, you went out to the parking lot, it got dealt with, all said and done, that's it. You guys figured your problem out then and there. There's no need to, you're not going to go in and carry it on. You guys figured your problem out, you go in, and yeah, the other guy might buy the other guy a shot because, you know what, we quash this beef, there's no issue anymore, and have a great night. Even if you don't see him the rest of the night, it's all done and taken care of. So I had asked him what a chav would be to him. And he gave me the most American answer, like American definition of a chav. And basically, and I don't know if this will really correlate over, but the closest to the hood, a chav would be the closest to the hood they ever got was the one on the back of their sweater. So basically, someone who acts super tough, but when it comes down to it, will fold like a piece of paper. And so in America, the hood is not so great place. But acting like you're from there or you're a part of it, when the closest you've ever been to really being in that kind of a living situation or scenario was the jacket on the back of your, you know, the hood on the back of your jacket. Just embodied a perfect definition of what really a chav was. Because a chav is a pompous, a rich, act tough. Meanwhile, they're a trust fund baby that, you know, they're living off mommy and daddy's money. So it always stuck with me. And that was my first thought when I came across him, was he's big, bad, and tough until the protector is gone and now he's on his own and he doesn't know what to do. That's what I mean, the personality. And I need to check out this guy's art. Let's take a look. Hey! Oh, wow. The Waluigi getting some nose gold. I dig the art style so much. Pixel art. I have a thing for, give me 1 second. I have a thing for pixel art. Really gonna have to goof with some settings here and change some things on the fly. And you'll see, this will show you why I like that Seeds of Nostalgia. Enjoy some piggies. Let me go grab something. I will be right back. gotta change the camera real quick. What? That brother. So if you don't know what that's from, that is from... There's the White Mage from Final Fantasy 1. But yes, I've always had a love for old school Final. There's only a few game things I really kind of have around. I never really got never really did a bunch of like game collecting stuff. There's a couple things. There's that he had made for me. We'll have to see how well this... Oh, this ought to come out on camera. Okay. Ought to come out on camera. Okay. So I don't know if you've seen or played much of Resident Evil, if you cared much. Back. But I have actual the T-Virus and Antivirus set. An actual Hollywood prop set, and it is like one of 1,200 set of Hollywood prop made set. Wasn't used in any of the movies, but it's made by basically the same company that would have made the prop or something. We need to take a car. And we're going to take some more weed. I am going to have to look more at that guy's art. I dig the art stuff. And it's kind of, I don't want to say all over, but it's very versatile. It's not just one like I'm not very big artsy when it comes to drawing. When it comes to drawing, I can barely make a straight line with a ruler. But I do a lot of photography. I don't have the time for it anymore. But this is like what I used to do. Logged into. absolutely does. I mean, his artwork, I don't know the full creative process, but I mean, if you gave him a list and descriptions, it almost seems like he nailed everything to 100%. But yeah, I used to do a lot of photography. I'd love to blow these up, but I'm not logged in, so it won't let me do. Don't feel like trying to figure out my login crap again, but yeah, I used to do a lot like model work. I've been published in 20 or so odd magazines. Had fun just doing all sorts of different things. My favorite though was hands down rodeo photography. I love doing rodeo photography, being in the arena, out of the arena, partly because the adrenaline rush. He also comes up with a lot of the character concepts himself as he's creative too. Sometimes it's from a breeze, sometimes it's him just going away and coming up with, oh! Hi, Coda. Right, Coda. Hold on. Who wants to say hi? Yeah? I can't remember, and I apologize. I can't remember how many people you said were all involved on this. I know it seemed. I know you said you have one for music, and then you have him for the art, and then you. Right now, there are 2 artists, 1 composer, and 2 sound designers. Words hard. So what all do sound design? Are they in charge of music composition and everything, or do they handle also stuff like the sound effects like that? Oh, cool. What all does a sound designer? Sorry for the kind of questions. There's a lot that I don't know, and I like to ask dumb questions because I like learning. You know, if I don't have knowledge, to me it sounds like a dumb question, but I just always enjoy learning about stuff. Whether or not I feel like I'd be capable or even going into it, knowledge to me is, even if I have a little bit of knowledge to kind of understand different things, I love. Well, we are definitely going to be playing that card. So they handle how dynamic music triggers works. So, beyond just, I'm assuming, the soundtrack and everything, they're using a sound engine, middleware, Fmod, which you've probably seen logos for in other games. Probably, and I probably glanced right past them, not understanding what. The only sound kind of stuff I ever remember dealing with was back in high school. A buddy of mine used to make a bunch of MIDI tracks, and that was about it. Hardware-wise, I have a great grasp on equipment-wise. Hardware, I mean, right now I'm running a drop THX 789 head amp if I feel like using headphones. I have a topping DX7S DAC and amp combo. I'm running a set of JBL studio monitors. Headphone one, I have a pair of, oh gosh, I've got 2 pairs of Sennheiser HD 6XXs. I've got I've got a set of HE400Is. Yes, it is a Shure mic. Focusrite Scarlett Gen 2, I believe, for the interface. The studio monitors are powered by an SMSL sub. Yes, so I have XLR on the mic. The studio monitors are XLR balanced, and then all the headphones I own are XLR balanced, or I have both XLR and single-ended cables. This one does not have USB on. The XLR only. The company I bought it from is out of California, and it's kind of crazy. So I bought the microphone and the boom arm from them. And like a year after I buy it, I get this phone call from this California phone number. And I answer it, and I don't live in California. And I answer the phone call, and I get this guy named Jason. And this guy, Jason, goes, you know, hello, this is Jason from Sweetwater. I'm your personal representative. If there's anything you need, let me know. How is the microphone and everything? I bought $160, it was maybe $200 for the mic and the boom arm. That's all I bought from him. And a year after I bought from him, the company calls me, and I've got a guy with a direct contact that I can call and, you know, I mean, the Sweetwater is absolutely insane on their customer service. I mean, I haven't bought anything from them again, and that's nothing against them. It's just I haven't had a need and funds to get anything. But with customer service like that, I will, hands down, if Sweetwater has it, I will definitely go with Sweetwater. I know it does you really nothing because, you know, you're across the pond, so it's kind of a moot point for you, but let's weaken you up again. Yes, I like it. The only issue I have, and it's not the microphone, it's Discord. When I'm using Discord, and I've noticed it with other people, it happens to them with me, so I know it's not a hardware, it's a Discord. We'll be having a conversation today, and I'll turn them down to like 75-80% volume. And the next day, they'll be like whisper quiet, and then I will have to put them up to 110%. And then the next day they'll blow my eardrums out. And I don't know why that happens. And we'll heal up. Let's see. Give you that and you that. Yes, it'll do that too. It'll change my... Oh, okay, good then. Do a whole lot to me. Perfect. But it'll do that to me for microphone. It'll change it to Windows default, which this is the default, and then it won't work, and I'll have to go adjust settings. Finish up the run. Want to see? Oh, okay. We can knock this out. Ooh, what did we level up? The sponge? I think we leveled up the sponge. I missed it, but I think we leveled up the sponge. We are gonna... Yeah, the goal is right now I'm just picking random artifacts. I want to get everything maxed out. So that is on the... Let's think about this. We can weaken you to a +2 double primary. Oh, I just unlocked the hardtack. Okay. We're almost to blue candle 2. We did unlock green candle 2. So we did just unlock hardtack. Yeah, we have quite a few that still need done, but we have gotten quite a few maxed out. We do have the full discovery. Yes, so we just got the hardtack. I didn't realize. I thought it was a level up, but it was an unlock. But yes, we have everything discovered. 156 out of 156. Ooh, not what I wanted, but it's okay. We'll live. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Added. Okay, let's see. We can use some more because I'm enjoying this. I like you being stuck at 1. We got 42. We'll take a redraw. Hey, we're just going to weaken the crap out of them. Now you can spy on my trophy progress. You can look at how ridiculous my profile is because I'm like level 9. What is my Steam? Yeah, level 90. 500 games in the inventory. 3,480 achievements. Enjoy browsing through that. I've had the account. When did I get? I know I can go to the Steam database calculate. Get the exact year, but I feel like. Oh, dang it. Now that's going to bug me. Get disappointed in my life. The account age is borderline 14 years. We're pushing 14 years old. Nine, 207 games, 914 hours on. Wow. I need to step up my game, is what you're saying. I think that's what I'm hearing. I need to step up the hours. I mean, that couldn't have worked out perfectly. Get back down on my level. Border primary will exhaust. Get some damage in. We'll boost you up. $914. Although I think the only game I have 1,000 hours in is Counter-Strike. I feel like that's my only game I have. I think the best I ever got to was Gold Nova 2, Gold Nova 3. Got leeway and artifacts getting close to the end. Yeah, we'll take a stance card. Yeah, that was like in my... That was in my... I absolutely was playing nothing but Counter-Strike all the time.
Feel that?
Feel what, Mr. Lay?
The way the shit clings to the air, Andy.
Shit clings to the air.
It's already started, my dear good friend.
What started,
started?
Mr. Lay?
Get Blizzard.
The shit blizzard.
Art! Here's genitals. Art, how was the stream? What did we get up to? We are in here playing Davy Jones' Deckhand, and we are graciously sitting here with the actual developer of Davy Jones' Deckhand. Respawn Up is The developer. Feel bad. What did we get up to tonight? Art? Did we do some art? How was Mini-Me? How was the brother? I'd be so mad if I play this and I get exactly who I wanted. We are doing well. It is almost Friday. Almost Shadow Hearts. Trying to think if I know. Like I should. Feel like I should. Primary you. Brother's on vacation. Little Minnie is a monster. And everybody's going. Chabab's going on vacation. How is work? How old is your mini-me now? It seems like time is just flying by because every time I ask, it seems like it's significantly further than where it was the last time I asked. It seems like I could ask a week apart and you're like, hey, he's 1.5 now. You're going on vacation in a week also? Where are we going on vacation to? He's going to be see, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like it's been a week since I asked you. Going home? Well, that ought to be nice. That's still a vacation is a vacation and time away and getting to see family and everything. I'll figure out how to do one of those one of these days. We'll figure it out one of these days. Ooh. Weaken you up some more. Oh, if I'd call it unfortunate. Oh, you're just staying home. You're just taking time away from work? Well, nothing wrong with that. I mean, hell, I finally, for the first time in 4 years, I actually took a full week off back in June. Early June. Actually, I remember because it was my birthday. It was the first full week vacation I took in 4 years. It was mainly because the accident and everything that was going on took all of my PTO from work and I was unable to take vacation. But then again, I'm not one to just willy-nilly out my PTO. I don't burn it when I get it. But it was nice to have enough saved up. My stepbrothers came out to visit and first full week I've taken off and almost second time in 6. Either this bumped and turned on or there's a poltergeist because I swore the battery was dead on this thing. So, oh, there it goes. Yeah, it got bumped on. It's my my Resident Evil T-Virus and antivirus setup. I'm turning the camera blurred out. Got the antivirus there. These batteries are dead, but have T-Virus. I just happened to look over and it was lit up, and I was like, what in the heck? But no, it bumped and made connections with the battery just enough to turn on. Ooh. 5 op. Oh, no, we want the combo. So right now, Respawn's here waiting for me to try out a new section, so I got to try and hurry it up, but also, we're also trying to get, I don't think we'll make 30 cards. I don't think we played it well. I don't think we played it to get 30. You've got another hour and a half. Oh, okay. Not like I'm going to milk it out. It's all good. I got to go to bed and be up in 5 hours. Get some rest. I hope you have a good Friday. Thank you for the raid, Art. Much love. It's great seeing you around again. Sometime, I know we've talked about it, but we need to do another Brawlhalla night. I don't mind getting my ass kicked by you guys. I can play with friends and not get super competitive. I can't play competitively and not get competitive, but I can play with friends and not get competitive. We do need to do some Brawlhalla. Even though I am total potato. I don't get how, I won't hold you up much longer, but I don't get how you played with a flipping keyboard for as long as you did. I was horrible on controller. Not what I want. Well, actually, that'll kind of work. I suck too. The only time I got halfway, oh, the leeway. Saving my butt, but it's only one leeway. It's gone, but it was worth it. The only way I got kind of okay was one of the people who came in and played with us did a one-on-one and explained a bunch of the combos and stuff like that, and it helped me out. It did. And then I hadn't played in a long time, and I tried again, and I suck, so I just go back to button mashing. I'm like a 6-year-old that you hand the Mad Catz controller to when I'm playing fighting games like that. I'm like the little brother getting handed the controller that's not plugged in, and I'm just smashing the crap out of buttons, hoping to hell it's working. Because I know I was that little brother to my brother. And I know I would have hands down done it. Actually, I had done it to some kids before. Be playing a game and I was babysitting and I'm like, so yeah, here's this controller. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got this. Ooh. Yeah, we'll try to stagnate out. It is great seeing you again. Art, get some rest. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Thank you for the raid. It is very, very, very much appreciated. Let's weaken you up just because we can. You too. You too. Hey, we got the blue candle upgraded too. The crane will come in handy, hopefully. An artifact. And 4 waves. We're going for it. We're not going to get the 30 cards we want. I know that. But we are going to try. Oh, here we go. That was half accidental. I want to take credit for that, even though that was half accidental. That was 100% planned. 100% definitely did. Yeah. I do love the steady parry. Do love the steady parry. All right, we got enough. We're taking a... Ooh. So we're going to throw some more weak at these guys. I do love the steady parry. Sometimes it bites you in the butt. Sometimes it's great. But with a card like that, I understand why you balance it out to only give it to where you can do 5 parry instead of a big. I do have a question, though. When like, say, he can max out at 9 and have someone going to hit me with 14, the only thing I have is I have to weaken them, correct? That's my only option. Okay, we're going to make you attack constant for 1. Okay, so like, for example, there's been boss fights where it's drug out on me. And so, say I maxed out his parry at 9, and they're hitting for, a 14 break. Would my only option is I need to weaken them, or... Because, like, I've had that plus 10 parry, but nothing can get over 9 unless I've not played out enough to get the right stance that can. Okay. Yeah, so basically, go mucho fasto. Well, we're gonna take 2 damage here. 3 damage. Yeah, it's only happened a couple times, and it was basically the card draw and the way things played out. It got drug out, and yeah, it was just a bad situation. I've noticed this game does I don't know if punish is the right word, but it can punish for that slow, I'm going to block my way out of this, because you get into certain fights where people will just overpower you really quick. And then you go from I'm blocking to now I'm backpedaling trying to stay alive. Oh, you healing son of a gun. It's a good thing I couldn't play stagnant on that, because that would have been bad. We'll get rid of the guy who does damage. And all of the deck builders I played, there are a handful scenarios out of all the battles you'll come across, that a handful of scenarios where being a defensive play really is beneficial, but they're far and few between. So I can understand the push to be more aggressive and try and counter them while also damaging and yeah. Never-ending game of throw this for me. The never-ending game. Yes. And that's what I like. It was mainly like a boss battle or like an elite. And I noticed, okay, I'm staying, alive right now. And then it turns to quickly snowballing and good luck. Ranked up, be a bit more conditional up too, so if you play well, you can kind of stop the scaling up to the... Yes. Yeah, here we go. Parry plus 10 exhaust. That was one of the... Let's redraw. I want to... More weak. Must have gotten strength. And those do literally nothing to. Let's primary and secondary. You will die. will keep you alive. That stagnant was unnecessary, but it was alright. I will say, boards cost half. Nope. Raw. Yeah, we got the money for it. Ooh, yes. All right, I have to assume we have to be at Butter Biscuit. Perfect. Now we just need a +1. Didn't get what we want, but we'll be all right. Just in case. No, we don't want you to constantly build armor. Aha, we do have a switch. Two. Primary. primary switch. I just need to... Do I have one card I can exhaust? I don't. I wanted to have perfect health. Cool, we got both of them upgraded. Coffers got fatter. Okay. So, what were you saying I needed to do to get back on my Did I need to forcibly lose? Or... the voyage mid-combat and then go abandon. Okay. It's all right. Oh. Found an artifact. When you play a black spot, gain 2 stamina. Oh. Okay, so I had touched upon it, but I was slightly not sure of what I was doing. I think I was confused because I didn't know if it... Okay. What am I trying to get to? Am I it the you said there's an unlock. Just make big numbers. Does this run in the background while I'm doing stuff too? When you're in combat, it does run in the background. Interesting. Okay. Good slot machine effects into the mini game. So, I guess my question: what is the ultimate goal? Just make numbers go burr? Sort of a joke about the meaningless labor of being stuck. Ah, you're gonna have to put some ridiculous achievement attached to this, like 1,000,000 slogs or something. Those remnants you get from every kill. Oh, okay. So eventually you need to go back to the main game and get more. Um, anything pull from? Ah, there we go. We got Lash. Pulls automatically, but aha. Main bug is the auto pull happens while you're in combat, and usually you end up spending more remnants in the game because every time you get one, I spend on a pull. Oh, okay. Good thing I own a really good mouse. Oh. I gotta get to 100 fathoms. Starting to make sense. We're gonna let the numbers go burr. Oh, come on. I want to see Davy Jones. All right, now I have to definitely go after the... What's next on the list to upgrade? Curse cards and compass. Yeah, we're getting there. Getting everything maxed out. So the goal is to have 100% completion at some point. All right. Set sail. Enjoy the piggies. I will be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Rare card. We're gonna try to get one with 30 cards. How's this gonna go? I was thinking I kept grabbing the weak card and not... Yeah. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I wasn't trying to bolster up the enemy. We're going to pretend I wasn't just trying to make the enemy have some... Oh, 1 HP. Bye. You draw. Yeah, well. Oh, I did. I misclicked. Ouchies. Oh, thank goodness. An Aloe Doug Trio. That would have been kind of handy. Loot. 3 waves for a stance card. 2 for a rare card. Thing is, we still have to win with this, too. That's tough. Yeah, I'm going to try for the 30 cards. Keyword try. The big keyword is gonna be try. Free. And an artifact. We'll take that. Hopefully we can get the anti-poison. Oh, sure. Give me the black spot. Oh, son of a gun. I'm a dum-dum. Ouch. Big dum-dum moment doing dum-dum stuff. Oh, God. Why do we gotta do dum-dum stuff? We have no, yeah, that might, that'll give us some health. We're gonna gain more than we're gonna lose. Gonna lose him anyhow. Oh, you son of a gun. My random choice of artifacts definitely did not help. Random artifacts did not. We got a little health. Oof. for the, probably not gonna make the 30 card run. Not at this rate, we're not. But we'll give it the good old college try. I've been shocked before. On attack. Might not be worth it in one way, but it was worth it to. One HP dream, you son of a gun. Oh, we got an upgrade. We'll take it. If that's all I got out of this, I'll take it. At least it's something to give us some potential for health back. So close to a lethal. Skip. Health. For half a second. We're gonna die either. Could have done that in the other order, but it gave me some health for a second. So expensive. Yeah, we can just say rest in potatoes right here. Especially because we just got poisoned and I wasn't paying attention and I don't have any way to get rid of it. Oh, we do not want that. Don't want to build up poison. Rest in potatoes. Rip. Hey, we got some progress.